Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well and has recovered from the midterm exam. As promised, I wanted to give you some additional information around Draft 2 and more specifically to the position maps. So, just to recap what I'm expecting from Draft 2, which is again due next week. One, if you would like to do any revisions from your Draft 1, you are welcome to do that and get additional feedback. You are not required to do that. The only thing I ask is if you do revisions from Draft 1, you also include your original draft in my comments when you turn it in so that I can see what you've changed. Then you're going to give me a general description of your market or your overall audience. You're going to then tell me 3 target markets, and you're going to give me 6 position maps. And I'm going to walk through those 3 things in an example here in just a moment. But just to complete, then we're going to start getting into what's called the marketing mix, and that is your 4 P's: product, place, price, promotion. Right now you pretty much just have product at your disposal. So what I want for this is what your product mix is. So if you have different lines, different items, include those. If you want to get into various product strategies, you can do that. It might also make sense to wait on those and do those as one big marketing mix. I think that may be easier for you, but if you want to do a little bit of that while it's fresh on your mind, feel free to do that. Okay, so let's talk a bit about position maps and how it relates to target marketing and market segmentation. So just a reminder, your position map is the process of plotting a program or your agency location in terms of important attributes relative to other providers or audiences. Location obviously here doesn't mean physical location, it means in relation to others. We use 3 types usually: versus competitors, versus audience, and importance of attributes. We didn't actually talk about the importance of attributes once, but just so you know, that is a 3rd type. So when we're doing positioning, we can kind of talk about that in 3 steps. Well, actually even more than that, because I'm going to add one to this, and this is about identifying your target market. Then you're going to identify product features as well as features offered by the competitors, and then identify important features, benefits used in making purchase decisions. You can kind of lump 1 and 2 there as one category, and then 3rd you're actually going to do the map, which is, 3rd you're going to determine the overall ranking of the features by importance, and then you're going to do the map. So I think this will make more sense as we go through it. So let me open up a document here. I've got a blank document. So for our example, I'm going to do youth basketball programs in Arlington County. So my general audience is going to be parents of children ages 8 to 18 who live in Arlington County. Let's not miss the obvious here. Other characteristics may be generally have children enrolled in multiple activities. Most live in North Arlington area. Interested in children being involved socially, physically, with activities. What else could we say about the parents? Sometimes personally interested in sports as well. When we're talking about kids programs, we often have an audience of the parents who are making the purchase decision, and we have an audience of the kids who are influencing the parents. So we may also say kids who are interested in basketball or simply want to play with their friends. Okay, so that's very broad. You could probably even do better than that. So we're going to 3 target markets. This is our market segmentation process. And in this case, I'm going to take one that's not even in my general audience in this case. I guess it is broadly the parents of children aged 18. And this is parents of children living in lower SES environments. SES is socioeconomic status. So in Arlington, these are the kids we often had trouble getting involved in the program, so it would definitely be a market we want to target. Let's say parents of more talented basketball players. So these are the kids we're sometimes losing to travel programs and all-star programs. And then let's say we're interested in kids who are primarily interested in the social aspect. Okay, you may remember earlier we talked about what a target market needs to be: responsive, accessible, etc. So you may want to touch base with those categories and make sure your target markets fit. So we're going to do three position maps versus competitors. So what we want to do first, let's pick a target market for this one. Let's use parents of children living in lower SES environments. So, and you don't have to do this in Excel. I just happen to like Excel, so that's where I'm going to live. Could probably make this neater, but so what are features of our program, and what might these parents care about? They're going to care about cost. They're going to care about location of games practices. Are they easy to get to? They may care about quality of coaching, quality of competition. They may care about youth development, so what experiences their kids going to get related to that, keeping kids out of trouble. And we could go on with things they might care about. So what we ideally want to do here is pick two that we think are the most important to this target market. And I'm going to say we're going to pick the easy one, and I've totally screwed up my formatting here. Let's see if I can fix this a bit. Okay. So let's say cost is important. So generally we want the most advantageous benefit on the top and the right. So cost high. And I'm also going to tell you that in this case, location is important. So we're going to say convenient. I'm sorry, when I just violated my own rule. Inconvenient location on the left. And on the right, so let me clean this up a little bit so you can see it. We got a spelling error there. Fix that. I think I still have a spelling error. Oh well, we're going to live with that for now. Make sure you fix spelling errors before you turn it. And then we're going to say convenient location. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at those two qualities. Now we want to look at who our competitors are in this target market. Competitors may be the indoor soccer program. Actually, that's probably not a realistic one. Let's use the travel basketball program, so an all-star, more elite program. Our competitors, and I like to think a little bit creatively about this, our competitors may be video games. It may be just time to do homework, or it may be other after-school activities. Okay. Yeah, maybe Excel wasn't the brightest idea for put this in, but you'll get the idea, I think. Yeah, I'm going to recommend you put this in Word, which is what I normally do, but I had some brilliant idea that would work in Excel. So anyway, so here's our competitors. So we first of all want to chart our own organization based on our parents' perceptions of it. So I happen to know that Arlington basketball is often perceived in low-income areas as being somewhat expensive. Locations are probably somewhat in the middle. So I'm going to put Arlington County there. Video games may be, I don't know, it's probably a higher cost actually when all is said and done, but certainly a very convenient location. Homework time is a low cost and a very convenient location. Okay. And you want to plot, as many of these as you can on here. So now the question becomes, for now, this is what you're going to do with this. But you probably want to know where this is going. So really, when you're looking at marketing to this target audience, and you see this map, you have a couple of options. First, you can say, okay, well, we're not great on anything, so maybe we need to find something else to market on. Maybe we shouldn't be trying to market on cost or convenient location. So you might look back at your other characteristics, youth development, and plot those and find out that you're really strong in youth development. So that may be how you want to position your program. The other cool thing about marketing, you may look at this and go, hey, location is really important to this target market. Our locations are not perceived as convenient. We need to fix that. So you've got a couple options. You can look at a different marketing strategy, or you can fix the problem. So that's what's kind of neat about marketing and doing position maps. So this is one position map versus competitors. You're going to do 3 of those. You can do the same target audience. You can do 3 different target audiences. It is up to you. I guess ideally I'd like to see you do 1 for each of your target audiences, target markets, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at this in terms of how your different audiences perceive you on this. Okay, I'm going to look at a different target market here as my focus. And this is, well, actually, here are 3 target markets. So we're going to basically plot these 3 on our map. You can use the same characteristics, you can use different ones. Again, going back from our list of what are characteristics of our program that parents or our general audience may care about. I'm going to use quality coaching, so this is coaching good. This is coaching bad. And we'll stick with location on the other graph. So we have parents of children living in lower SCS environments. They really care about location. However, they perceive us as being somewhat inconvenient. They don't care so much about coaching. So maybe they're here. Parents of more talented basketball players. They really want good coaching. They do not really care about location, so they're kind of over here. And then kids who are primarily interested in the social aspect probably actually do care about the coaching because it makes a better experience, but probably not as much, and not so much, well, probably some on the location. Okay. So if we're looking at this and we decide we want to target parents of children living in low SCS environments, we want to focus on the convenient location. And maybe that's our positioning strategy. Maybe that's something we are focusing on fixing the program. If we're looking at parents of more talented basketball players, we really want to focus on the coaching aspect. So what you're going to do here is 3 maps like this. So you're basically going to have, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see that. You're basically going to have 6 different characteristics. So 3 graphs with 2 each. So that's that. I think my video is running out of time, so I need to get off of here before YouTube kicks me off. If you have any questions, you know how to find me. Good luck, and we will see you soon.